Flood onto Rankin. Stanley Swanson. On to Ryan Dow against Clancy. It's a decent cross made by John Daly. And the skipper sends it towards Darren Randolph. Nice control pass for the run of Tom Haitley. Haitley's got options in the box. It's Keith Lasley. And Motherwell take the lead through Keith Lasley after 30 minutes. Haitley controlled it. Lovely cut back. Lasley's run got in ahead of Keith Watson. And Lasley scores his third of the season. Launch long. Higdon trying to flick it on. Knocked away by Gunnick. Comes out wide onto Nicky Law. Well, the goalkeeper was slightly concerned for a moment here. Dusan Pernis scrambling across. United going to find a way onto the score sheet and the equaliser. Flood out wide for Watson. Watson clips her across. It's Delavalli. Well, United have looked better since his introduction. And they're an early chance for him. Clipped in by Watson, but it was watched all the way by Darren Randolph. Regan's header on to Flood. United behind. Watson on to Pernis. Pernis is gifted away onto Michael Higdon. This is a chance for a second. The shot goes through the goalkeeper. Well, Michael Higdon gets gifted this one. Back onto Pernis, no danger. Scuffs the shot. Michael Higdon still have plenty work to do. The keeper fumbles this through his arms. And right on the stroke of half-time, United, who'd looked better, have really given Motherwell all the encouragement they needed. That's poor from the goalkeeper. And Danny Swanson with the corner. Flicked across the header. Too straight from Scott Robertson. Nobody on him whatsoever. Well, United have just one win at home in 5 SPL matches this season. Trying to find a way back into this one. Gunning put off John Daly. Kenneth ahead of Hamill. Gary Kenneth, that's a decent cross in. It's 1 or 2 shouts for handball against Haitley. Referee in good position. And Jamie Murphy brings it away for Motherwell. Murphy up against Flood. Lasley's made a great run. The pass has been picked out. Dixon goes in. And the goalkeeper comes out. Spotted the pass brilliantly. Good Jamie Murphy. All this after United had appealed for a penalty. Still in control of the match, Motherwell. Murphy flicks it on to Law. Up against Gary Kenneth. Just trying to see the ball out. Law's kept it in. Law's away from him. Penalty. Caught his back leg. That's an easy call for Stephen McLean. Well, Gary Kenneth trying to use his size and his strength to keep Law away. But he's conceded the spot kick. He did have cover behind him. So Michael Higdon with a chance for his side's third and for his second. Higdon right-footed. It's an aborted dive by Dusan Pernis. He knew he'd gone the wrong way. Simple penalty from Michael Higdon. 64 minutes played. Motherwell are thrilled. A 3-0 lead for Motherwell. How do United respond? Gavin Gunnick, former Motherwell player, tries to beat Darren Randolph. Smile on the face of the goalkeeper. I think he's faced a few of these from Gavin Gunnick in training. Mackay Stephen. On to Dixon. Watson, that could come back for John Daly. And John Daly squeezes it in and brings Dundee United back to life. Dixon always a willing runner on the overlap. It was a good cross. Goalkeeper got the initial touch. Watson couldn't finish. His captain could. And with 13 minutes to go, it's 3-1. John Rankin. It's another good ball from John Rankin. Mackay Stephen across. That runs off the face of Clancy. 1 or 2 shouts for handball. Seemed to come up his body. Touch him then on the top of the forehead and down the chest again.
Stuart, a terrific victory for Motherwell, up to second, even though it may only be 24 hours. It's still a good achievement.
Yeah, I thought it was an outstanding performance today, and the fact that you know you're going to get a tough game here, and we set a stall out this week. First and foremost, you've got to come and give everything and work hard, and the midfield battle was crucial, as Peter had said this morning. I thought the three in there were excellent. I thought we defended really, really well. And attacked, and the first goal was an outstanding goal, the move, and Keith Lasley slotted it away, so lots of positives from us, and a great way to finish before the break.
Yeah, I mean, he scored at important times as well. I mean, it's a real mistake by Pernice for Michael Higdon's first goal in 45 minutes, but again he took it well.
Yeah, I've got to say, when it came to him, even though it is a mistake by the keeper, he's still got it all to do, and it's on his left foot. Having said that, he's equally and shown at Dunfermline earlier this season when he's knocked one in from outside the box with his left foot, and he stayed in the corner, and I thought he was excellent for us today, Big Michael. He led the line really well, and I thought he was going to spoil it by stepping up and taking a penalty. I thought it would be just typical, where things have gone for him recently, but he slotted it away with aplomb, and it'd have been, if you're looking, it'd have been nice to get a clean sheet and it wouldn't be under so much pressure, but in the end I wouldn't say it was comfortable, but it was delighted to win the game.
Why does Michael Higdon get some stick from some people? Because he's scoring important goals for you.
Yeah, no, I think sometimes you get big centre forwards are easy targets. I think, I look back over my years, and I remember a certain Mr. Alan McCoy getting a bit of stick when he first started. But I think centre forwards sometimes become easy targets. But all the lads, and we know how hard Michael works in training. Sometimes confidence is a big thing in football, and certain things don't go right in certain games. But we all look for consistency. As I say, I thought he led the line terrifically well. But the units of the team that we wanted to do well, we defended really well. And we know Daly's a threat and the wide men, but I think it was a credit to how we started. That Peter had to change this set up after about 20-25 minutes and went 4-4-2. I think because we were playing really well. That made it a little bit more even. But overall, I think we thoroughly merited the victory.
Are you ahead of target or on target for where you expect it to be?
Oh, miles above target, I've got to say. I think we've got to be careful we don't get carried away. First and foremost, our target is to be in the top six. And as I said, out with the Old Firm and possibly Hearts, we've got a big squad. And no disrespect to Dunfermline, I think Jim's target at the beginning of the season would have been to consolidation, make sure he's in SPL next year. But everyone else, every other manager, believes they can be in the top six, and rightly so, because there's a lot of good and even balanced teams. To have the number of points we've got has been, the lads have been fantastic. We've got to keep it going, obviously, but it's been a terrific start, and we're really pleased with them.
Peter, disappointing day, just down to a bad day at the office?
We were near it today. We played against a good Motherwell side. We knew they were a good side anyway, who looked hungrier, sharper and fitter than us, I've got to be honest and say. And I've got to ask questions and why that was the case, so normally I can't accuse my players of no working hard in game, but I felt the team that worked the hardest won the match today, so lots of questions to be answered.
Yeah, because Dundee United have played some terrific football both here and on the road, but today it just didn't happen.
No, nowhere near it, even when we scored the goal. The thing is, 2-0's a funny score. You look at the goals, for instance, Danny Swanson's no tractor runner, and he put it in, they score 1-0 down. It's fine, there's plenty of time to come back for that. Dusan's made one of the errors, and a few errors, that he doesn't make an awful lot of errors, and all of a sudden it's a mountain to climb. If he'd gone in, rather than going 1-0 down, we're in 2-0 down right in the last minute of the half. And then I thought we could have dealt with the ball before Nicola was brought down for the penalty kick, when you're trying to get back into the game, because I felt at half time if we get one goal and up to tempo a bit, but we can't start games with the tempo that we did today, and it wasn't good enough.
I don't think there's an awful much of a difference between Dundee United and Motherwell. I mean, obviously the table lies a little in that extent, but was the difference just Motherwell were more up for it and took their chances?
It looked as if they were more up for it, and that's a sad indictment, of your players, because certainly in the first half performance they were sharper and quicker to the ball, and they got the impetus right away, whereas we dawdled about the ball and didn't use it quickly enough. We didn't run as sharp enough. As I say, a really, really poor performance, I thought, from all over the game. In 90 minutes, actually, I thought the better team won.
So is it a good thing or a bad thing now that you go into the international break?
It's a horrible thing, because you always look for a game to get back quickly. Unfortunately, we're going to have to stew in that, but there's a lot of DVD and video work. We need to watch that game and show the players exactly where we went wrong.
Even on the international front, it's not a great thing today for you, because Kenny Miller looks like he's got a hamstring strain.
Disappointing for Scotland then, if that's the case. Hopefully, if Kenny has got a hamstring, I would say that rates him and puts him out the squad, but hopefully there's not too many more.
Okay, Peter, thanks
Cheers.
for talking to us.